Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Saturansky in at the 1 spot. Launches a 3. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Campazzo. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. 4-3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
With the fadeaway. They get it back. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Pass to Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. From the arc. Musa, good.
Well, look, that's the matchup he wants there. Using his height to shoot that 3 right over the top.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Parker. Just 5 on the clock. The fadeaway. It's good. He's got 5. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. The 3 is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
There's the triple. Deck with a rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Out left to the wing.
A wing team foul. Saturansky. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They trail by 1.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Musa. It's blocked.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And he drives in, dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Launches it. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. 1:52 left in the first. Pass to Garuba. There's a screen from Garuba to the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Clock at 6. Counted from distance. Give him 8.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Soft touch off the glass. And this game is tied up now.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
From outside the arc. Deck with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And Fall gets it to go.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Musa. He's got 5. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They're up by 5. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. He buries it from 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Njai, shot is good.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Drills it from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 6.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Ibaka with it. No made baskets yet. Ibaka with a screen on Anderson. Pass to Inja. Takes the three, and the three-pointer goes.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. To the left side wing. Now here's Ibaka. Puts up a deep three. The home team calls timeout. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Goes up on the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. For three. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Pass to Inja. Here's Hazonia.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Inja. He has 6. Here's Ibaka. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Outside, Anderson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he makes it. Minute 32 left in the first half of basketball. They set the screen. Ibaka for 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Intercepted. Here's the break. Here's Vesely. There's the steal. In transition. Pass to Hazonia. The 3 ball. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. He got a piece of it, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 0, Kevin Cody.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Gets the 3 to fall. 13 points in the game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
32 seconds left to play in the half. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he knocks down the first one.
The away team, Cody, 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Hazonia. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Off target from outside. Now here's Anderson. Gets it off. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Take a look at the home team. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the...
And that'll do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. So it's the home team now. 2-point game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's decked in at small forward. Musa, good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Here's Musa. Hits a three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
There's a screen. Inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Ball's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Shot clock at 6. Musa, no good. Parker inside. Still without a bucket. Pass to Garuba. From deep. He can't hit that time. Fast break. Here we go. He launches a 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here's Garuba. He's got 10. Three-pointer. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the take. He hits it. Again, 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
From deep three-point land, Satoransky pulls it in. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. There's a screen by Metu. And it falls all over the rim and in. He's got 22. 1:56 left in the third. Garuba down low, working on Metu. Garuba with the bucket.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
There's a screen by Metu. Fade away. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10. There's a screen by Metu. Satoransky left side. Nails it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Musa, good.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Fades away. He can't get that one to fall.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Ibaka for three. Knocks it down from distance. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game. Ooh, it's stolen away. And they're on the run. From 20. Feet. Hazonia gets the bucket. He's got 7.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To end the run. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. That one falls. And he's got 28 now.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Inja. Now Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Hazonia. Here's the pick. With the drive. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Up and in on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Ibaka. And there's the rejection. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution for your home team. Usman.
And here's Ibaka. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game. Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
He takes it in. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul.
Here's Musa. Pass to Ibaka. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the jam by Ibaka.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Hazonia. Banked it in off the glass.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Parker. Takes it inside. And Parker throws it down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
From the arc. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
To the left wing. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vesely. And Musa pulls it down.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. And the visitors call time here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. 58 seconds left in the game. Count it!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Pass to Anderson. Fires the 3. The shot no good. They break out 5 on 3. Here's Hazonia. There's a screen from Garuba. Out to the right wing. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
The home crowd treated to a win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
Everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Nunn in at the shooting guard. Here's Musa, defended by Nunn. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Corner shot. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Garuba. Pass to Depp. Here's Musa. Five on the clock. Over Nunn. Out to the wing. Here's Musa. Defended by Nunn. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
Ball goes to Athens.
Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman from past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. To Musa, just 5 to shoot. For the three, buries the long-range jumper. Musa's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Nunn. For 3, another 3 for Athens.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's an open look and hits. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Athens. Trailing by 2. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Nunn. Athens moving the ball around. Here's Osman. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Musa. They get it again. Garuba the pass to Tavares. Here's Garuba. Hernan Gomez covering. No good on the triple. They set the pick. Quick shot there, and it's off target. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Pass to Musa. Here's Tavares. Here's Musa. 6 points for him. The shot, no good. Here's Osman. Athens with another miss. Osman's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Garuba. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Good on the shot. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Nunn kicks to Yurtsevin. They set the pick. There's Slukas. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Garuba's shot is off.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Nunn. Good on the three-point shot. Nunn's got 6 points.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Now, here's Nunn. He has 6. Here's Osman. Another 3 for Athens.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Stolen by Nunn. No good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Athens ahead. They're up by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And for Athens, out left to the wing, shoots the 3, bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Lasagna, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now Athens on the break. Three-pointer, buries it from three-point range.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
Ibaka, no luck. Athens leading by 6. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. This one for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
There's the pick. Here's Lasagna. Misses the 3. Now Athens with it. Leading by 5. Papa Petro. No good from outside.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Ibaka for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Hazonia defending. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here comes the break from the arc. No good on that one. Defended by Ibaka. The 3, and so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. On Tuesday, then on Wednesday. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Athens with another miss. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. To the wing on the left.
2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lasagna. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Brown outside. The 3 ball. The shot misses. Ibaka outside. Tries to keep it alive. Shoots the 3. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Njai. And here is Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. The 3. It's hauled in by Athens. And now Athens on the break, trying to end the drought. Athens with another miss. Ibaka outside. Goes up on the wing. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Athens with another miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Njai. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Njai's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Lets it go from deep with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our...
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy. You're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do. Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. And that concludes
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Campazzo. Still scoreless. And it's Tavares in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Garuba. There's a good screen. Here's Musa. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the 1 spot. Here's Osman. He's got 8. None. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And it's tied up with that one. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Beyond the arc. A nice shot by Campazzo.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Now, here's Nunn. He's tightly guarded. About 1 minute played here in the second half. For the three, Musa grabs the miss. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa, defended by none. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Musa's got 12 points in the game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Nunn finds Hernan Gomez. Here's Yurtsevin. Athens with another miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Garuba the pass to Musa. Here's Deck. 6 on the shot clock. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Deck's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Osman. 8 points for him. Looking to end the run. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Garuba the pass to Campazzo. From outside the arc, Yurtsevin with the rebound. Athens trails by 4. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Musa with the bucket.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And shot on the way. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Nunn's got 8 here in the quarter. Here's Musa, defended by Nunn. Musa can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
There's Lucas. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Garuba the pass to Deck. Takes a 3. Garuba's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Lucas passes to Austin. For Athens, they've gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Shooting for Athens.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
3 shots.
And he nails the third.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Njai. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Lucas. And he's good on the 3 ball. And Athens leads by 5.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Another 3 for Athens.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lasagna's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Lucas passes to Osman. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Athens.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Here's Lucas. Another 3 for Athens.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Athens. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And their 3-point shooting has paid. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
We love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for Athens, Pasko for three. And the three ball is good.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Fires the three. The rebound by Njai. Njai's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for Athens, and Ibaka kicks to Hazonia. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Athens leading by 5. There's the screen. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Njai. Off target with his three. Now Athens with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brown outside. Takes the three. Traps in the tray. And Athens leads by 8.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Fires from deep. Another three for Athens.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Njai. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Athens leading by 8. And stolen by Hazonia. The tray. It's hauled in by Athens. Hazonia defender. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Athens.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
None wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Garuba. Shoots it up, and it's blocked. And they recover it. Shot clock at 5. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That bucket in no time at all. And Athens leads by 9. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Athens moving the ball around. Here's Nunn. And they come right back with their own three-pointers.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A three. Rebound by Tavares. And they're running. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
From deep three-point land. Puts up a deep three. That shot is off.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Pass to Garuba. So Athens wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this.
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the three slot. Drops in the three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Out to the wing. Here's Metu. Here's Fall. It's hauled in by Athens. First quarter of play, a minute in. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Parker throws it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Osman, no good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Now here's Nunn. Pass to Osman. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Covered by Satoransky. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Smooth ice. First personal foul, first team foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for your home team,
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Parker against Nunn. Here's Hernan Gomez. Misses the 3. Lays out. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Knocks down the triple.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Yurtseven. Yurtseven a screen. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. In transition, here they come. Here's Satoransky. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Hernan Gomez. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Pass to Satoransky. To the wing on the left. Clock at 4. Here's Metu. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Nunn defends. Down low. Stolen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nunn's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking his shots.
Kicks it out to Parker. Here's Satoransky. And stolen by Nunn. In transition, here they come. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
And stolen by Nunn. Back to Hernan Gomez. 1 second left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. It's Athens leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Athens.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
So on the floor for Athens, from behind the arc. Here's Metu. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 4. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he goes in for the dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And here's Brown for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Sinks it from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Defended by Brown. Back to Hernan Gomez. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 5 points in the game. And so it's Athens with it. It's Anderson on the wing. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. To the inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, second team.
And he drops the first.
At the line for your home team, La Provila.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Athens with it. 4-point game. And no good. The dry spell continues. Left side Anderson. Uncovered. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't drop. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Fires from deep. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Stolen by Anderson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Athens trails by 4. 36 seconds left in the first half. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
20 seconds left in the first half of this one.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The ball's knocked loose. Here we go. He goes up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Look at Athens. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds.
Thanks, as always.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at point. There's a screen by Metu. Fades back. It's hauled in by Athens. And for Athens, Jetty Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, small forward.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Athens shooting their first free throws of the game now. First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nunn defends. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 15.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. And here's Satoransky. And he jams it home with authority.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And the three-pointer goes.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Nunn defends. He buries it from 3.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
There's a screen by Metu. Fader on the way. Counted from distance. He's got 21.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3. Nunn's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Covered by Satoransky. Basket's good. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Here's Satoransky. He's got 5. Nunn defends. Back to Satoransky. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Fall. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And they're on the break. Hernan Gomez with it. Now Satoransky defending. And they take the lead. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he hits both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Osman. 13 points in the game. Stolen by Parker. And they're pushing it up. And here they go. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that one drops.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Unloads. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He has 29 now.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Nunn defends. Back to Metu with 4 on the clock. The shot that time not on target.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. They're up by... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. Athens trails by 3. Hernan Gomez with it. Parker picks him up. Here at 7 finds Nunn. The 3. Another shot. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Metu going inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Over to the wing. Off target with the 3. Here's Osman. Fires in the triple. Osman's got 11 in the second half.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
There's a screen by Metu. Count it.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls. So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. He's got 34.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
And it's Brown off the drive. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Puts up a three. Connects from downtown.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been...
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The offensive rebound.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Into the lane. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. To the paint. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
The kick out to Nunn. To take the lead. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Pass to fall. And here's Satoransky. We've got 1:23 left to play in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Athens?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Osman passes to Nunn. And stolen by Nunn. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Osman from downtown. Money from deep.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Satoransky outside. Yes! And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Reading the defense, it's in the open. He does not hesitate.
Here's Osman. Anderson pulls it down. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Vesely. Six to shoot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And they can't afford to commit a foul here.
Second personal foul.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Anderson with it, puts up a deep 3. This is there. And so they get the victory here at home. That was an incredible night of hoops.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Jack in at the 3. Here's Campazzo. Three-pointer. Garuba's shot is off. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Musa passes to Deck. Down low. To the inside. Clock at 6. Lots of room. Musa with the bucket. First quarter of play. 1 minute played. There's a screen. This one for 3. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Launches a 3. Garuba's shot is off. the three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough openings to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Cody, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Campazzo. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he's good on the three ball.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 13.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Musa. Knocks down the three ball.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
2 minutes remaining, first 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Fall can't hit.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a three on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Parker.
Team foul. Musa. First personal foul, third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Drives to the hoop.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Off target from three-point range. Garuba's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Satoransky. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Garuba's shot is off.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Fades away. Count it. He's got 21.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Fall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Anderson kicks to Hernan Gomez. And a miss there on the triple. Hezonja on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Anderson. Over to the left wing. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Sinks the triple. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now, here's Hezonja. Not a lot of room. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I said before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And then Gomez, no good. A tight game here in Cleveland. Three-pointer. Ibaka controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Njai, good on the three-point shot. Njai's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Abrines' shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Hezonja. From the arc. Rebound by Vesely. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Aprovitola, no good. Now Hezonja. Nothing on the board. Good on the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Laprovitola. Offensive rebound. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he lays it straight in. And Gomez has got 5.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A 3 off the inbound. Shot's good by Laprovitola. Provitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ibaka right side. Stolen by Vesely. Left side Anderson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Here's Hezonja, and that one, good. He's got 7.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 22, Walter Tavares.
Pass to Njai. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Here's Laprovitola. Hits it from 3-point range. Provitola's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the basket by Njai.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot goes in.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Laprovitola. He has 6. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Misses in close. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
2 of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is. I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach. And that's all for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Campazzo. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Fall into the 5 down low. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Six to shoot. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Tavares. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And it's Deck in at small forward. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Pass to Musa for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 11 points.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Musa. Out to the right wing. Here's Deck. Buries the long-range jumper.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Garuba. To the left side wing. They set the pick. Here's Campazzo. The 19-footer is on the money. He's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Really left alone that time.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. Lets it go with a 3. Tavares passes to Deck. Hits the three-point bomb. Deck's got 7 now in this quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Here's the three. Fall with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. There's the triple. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. From past the arc, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
From downtown, sinks the three-pointer. He's got 29 points.
And he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
From deep. They get it back. Pass to Musa. Drills it from outside. Musa's got 16 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 14. And time for the short break, and stay right. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Parker. Madu is out there with Fall. And it's Sadaransky in at the 1. Ibaka, the pass to Enjoy. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Hazonia defending with the fadeaway. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. No good on the 3. Pass to Ibaka. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Brent, of all the things I can ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Hezonja. Fires from deep. It's deflected. Satoransky with it. Pass to Fall. Back to Satoransky. Here's Medu. Here's Fall. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Puts up a deep 3. From deep three-point land. Pass to Hezonja. Ibaka with the ball. Drills the three-pointer.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Parker outside. That one's not going to go. Stolen by Satoransky. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
From about 19 feet, the rebound by Njai.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Pass to Musa from downtown. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Fires from way outside. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right wing. Here's Laprovitola. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Musa. Fires from way outside. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But what
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward position. Here's Osman. Three-pointer, no good. Pass to Deck. Here's Garuba. Clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key, and he knocks the jumper down. Garuba's got 5 now. Garuba's gone 2 for 3 from the field. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pulls up. Nails the wide open jumper. Here's Campazzo. Out to the wing. Here's Garuba. No good from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Musa, screen by Deck. 4-3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Beyond the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. It's stolen. Here's Osman. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Deck. Here's Garuba. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Garuba's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Osman with the bucket.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
It's tipped. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. No coverage that time. He's got 5.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Osman. The putback. Yurtseven, no good. We've got 1:48 left now in the first quarter.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
They set the pick. Knocks it down from distance.
I'm not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Screen by Deck. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Athens.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Releases. Deck with a rebound. Here's the break. Here's Musa. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
On offense, here is Athens. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Knocks down the triple.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. The finish. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim. It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Back to Garuba. Pass to Musa. This one for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go. Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Drains the triple.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Now here's Ibaka. He's guarded closely. Pass to Azonia. Takes a three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Hey, here's none for three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Nunn defends. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Ibaka for three. It's hauled in by Athens.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Nunn. That's Ibaka defending. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Nunn. There's the triple. And Azonia pulls it down.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
That's Ibaka defending. And here's Brown for three. The offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Athens.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end. And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
He shoots it. Sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Launches it. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
1:56 left to play in the first half. It's Brown on the wing. Here's the three. Drops in the three. And now an 8-point Athens lead.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Pass to Inja to stop the run. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now. Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
None, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch. Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Puts it up. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Sinks the tray.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Ibaka for three. Buries it from three. Ibaka's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now none. He's got 6. Let's go with a 3. Inja grabs the miss.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Hezonja. Nunn defends. Off target from three-point range. Athens leading by 5. Lets the 3 fly. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. Pass to Inja. He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Athens. They're up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody.
Look at Athens. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for Athens. You look at. Appreciate you joining.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so it's Athens with it, leading by 5. Launches it from deep. Garuba with a rebound. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Pass to Garuba. Deflected, and they get it back. Athens leading by 3. Here's Osman. On target from range. Give him 8.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Musa. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Hernan Gomez. Knocks down the long J. Hernan Gomez has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Garuba. 5 points in the game. For 3, it's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 5 rebounds tonight. Osman, no good. Osman's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires the 3. Deck with a rebound. Deck's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets it go from deep. Musa, no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Osman controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Here's Musa. That 3's off the mark.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Fires from deep. Garuba with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Musa. From outside the arc. Hits the 3-pointer. 12 points for him.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Athens leading by 8. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Osman from deep. And Campazzo pulls it down. In transition, here they come. Shot from the wing. It doesn't go for him.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. Back to Hernan Gomez. There's a screen. Puts up a 3. Osman with the bucket. Osman's got 7 points.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. Defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
3-pointer. Musa, good.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
The putback. Can't get it to drop. And the foul on Omer Yurtseven. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Pass to Azonia. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
It's a great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Ibaka for 3. Hits the trifecta. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
Brown looking around. Gets a very good look and converts.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Njai. There's a screen. Picked his pocket. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Azonia. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Outside none. With 1 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Athens up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
From the arc. The shot no good. Athens leading by 4. Ibaka with a steal. Here's Njai. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Outside none. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Ibaka with it. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Goes back up. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And the shot goes. No good on the triple. Athens leading by 7. Hey, here's none for 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ibaka for 3. Kept alive. And so it's Athens with it. Pass to Nunn from deep three-point land. That shot, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Enja, shot is good.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Enjai's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Outside Nunn. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Three-pointer off the mark. Athens leading by 7. Outside Nunn. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. Nunn's got 11 points in the quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Hazonia gets the bucket.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside Nunn. Pass to Brown. 59 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
That three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
Ibaka's shot is off. And so it's Athens with it. 7-point differential. Outside, Brown. Hey, here's none for 3. And Hazonia pulls it down.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
It's good from beyond the arc. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens to the left wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Njai. No good with a layup. And so it's Athens winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final second.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Shot from the top of the key. Yurtseven with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Athens shooting their first free throw of the game. Here's Osman from outside the arc. They get it again. Second chance shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here's Satoransky. To the wing right side. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
There's Lucas. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Fader on the way. Here's Fall. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. To the paint. They swipe it. And now Athens on the break. And there it is for him. 6 points for him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Puts one up from 19. Good as the jump shot falls. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. They set the pick. Fall with the rebound. Parker against Hernan Gomez. And Parker, here we go.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Shooting for the away team.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Driving to the basket. And they pick up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
On defense, the visitors. No good on the quick 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left here in the opening quarter. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
For Athens, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Now Athens with it. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Back to Osman. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Osman's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fades and shoots. Drains the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments. Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
To the left wing. Fade away. He can't get that one to fall. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Driving in. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Athens leads by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Athens.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
We've got Hernan Gomez. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard. They grab their own miss.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Not going to go that time. Driving inside. And he jams it with authority.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And Athens making a change here. Grant's checked in. To the middle. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Grant and the dunk by Grant.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Inside. And now Athens on the break. Goes up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Providola's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the right side. Nunn with it. Scoreless thus far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Nunn's got the lead up to 9 now for Athens.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Bucket is good.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ron Gomez with a screen on Grant. Scooped up. Athens leading by 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Athens shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls for. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle moves to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Now, none. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
For 3. Provitola, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Going inside.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Back to none. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Nunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that does it for the first half of play. Athens ahead, up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Look at Athens. Not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the visiting team.
Well, we saw.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Satoransky, still without a basket. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. Count it, good.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven, and it's Lucas in at the point. Snatched away. And now Athens on the break. Medu is out there with Fall. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Back to Hernan Gomez. Athens moving the ball around. Here's Osman. And it's off from 3-point range. Osman's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven, And it's Osman in at the four-man position. That's it. And the Athens lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Medu. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
For Athens, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. There's the pick. Fades. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Athens leading by 9. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Knocks it loose.
Away team foul. Cody, third personal foul. Second team foul.
Dives for it. Parker with the steal. Sadaransky gets the bucket. Sadaransky's got his first points of the game. Here's Osman. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's Lucas. And he banks in the layup. And Athens leads by 11.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Yurtsevin.
2 minutes.
Down low.
2 minutes.
That one goes. Count it. Yurtsevin's got the lead up to 11 now for Athens.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A fadeaway. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Pass to Osman. Intercepted. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by Sadaransky.
Chetty Osman. First personal foul.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Sadaransky the pass to Fall. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And he uses the glass on the layup. 22 points for him.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Over in the corner, Yurtsevin. Takes it off the glass. And Athens leads by 7.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Parker outside. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And here is Athens now. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
And Sadaransky wide open. He fires. Trains it from beyond the arc. Sadaransky's got 5.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's Athens with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Sederansky. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Vesely in at the center, filling out the middle. Abrinas, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Fires the three, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like, in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Parker's shot is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Abrinas. To the inside. Vesely, and then Vesely with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. A floater. They get the rebound. Here's Vesely, and then Vesely with the dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Grant on the wing. Nunn looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Lets the 3 fly. Goes back up. And it's good on the way up. And Athens leads by 11.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Comes up empty down low. And here is Athens now. Papa Petro. No good on the triple. Vesely with the ball. Now defended by Grant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shoots the 3. That one, no good. Athens leading by 11. Athens moving the ball around. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Grant's gotten about everything to drop here. Shooting 6 of 7. Anderson a screen on Nunn. A fader. And he makes that one. He's got 24. Stolen by Vesely. Inside. Here's Laprovitola. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now Athens with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Fires from the wing. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that will push the lead to double digits. 1:11 left to play in the final quarter. The quick look, no good that time. And here is Athens now. None. Athens with another miss. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. And Athens making a change here. Now Athens with it. Grant for three. From beyond the arc and then some. Grant's got the lead up to 13 now for Athens.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Clock at 6. Defended by none. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, he got it! Can you believe that?
So it's Athens winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy,